Terry's probably mid to good.
All right, hey,
Mid plus.
that is enough. I gave you a whole segment to rattle on about that, and now we're
still going up, and he's still trying to look through Terry's stat. Just
No, I'm impressed by them. So I didn't realize that.
so you should be.
Week 2 preview. We've got week 2 coming up. Jimbo's going to get the games up on the screen for us. Boys, I'll rattle through the games, but the first one, Dos, that you wanted to talk about is the one that's straight up. And fair enough, because on Friday morning, TNF. You're normally not a TNF guy there, Dos, but you got the Commanders at the Packers. The boys in Lambeau. What's going on?
Yeah, Alan Herbie will be back for another year of TNF.
Oh, yeah.
So we're looking forward to that.
Al into it this year, or
He will be.
Yeah, okay.
Well, first game he will be. I don't know when he
Week
gets
13 he'll be
week
whinging.
13, depending on what that matchup looks like.
I love
It
how
might not
he
be.
bags out the games they've been getting on TNF.
How does the schedule look for TNF this year? Because I know last year you were very, very critical of it.
I think for the last 3 years on this
Are they better? Because this
pod,
is
I haven't
obviously
I haven't got the whole TNF in. You can pull it up and have a look.
Yeah,
I think
not
overall, I
interested.
think it is better though, Hawley.
Okay, cool.
I think Amazon made a request. Given we're putting in 10 bill, can you throw us a few?
bill?
Can you throw a few games our way?
Just a
Jeez,
casual
Outback
10
QB
bill.
wouldn't mind a little bit of that.
Tell you what.
Like $3.
Especially James sitting over there pushing all the buttons now,
Yeah.
working away.
That's all right. He doesn't come cheap.
Hey,
He comes the same as all of us, $0.
And he has to walk up the driveway.
Oh no, it didn't get up. Come on, Dos.
Packers are a 3-point home favourite at the moment.
I'm going to keep going with
surprise.
it. That's why the
Driveway.
weekend was so difficult. You had to cart all this gear up the driveway. Took him the whole bloody
Right, look at
weekend.
the lights, everything.
Had to get a sizzle and boom lift.
Yeah, he's you noticed he hasn't left that chair.
He's
Not
got the
by
same
choice.
clothes on from last week. Hasn't left the premises. It's too hard. Called the family. I'm not coming home.
All right, Dos.
I'm good.
Commanders, Packers, go.
Yeah, Packers 3-point home favourite, which is not a surprise given the short turnaround for TNF. The Commanders, they did enough against the Giants. You know, the Giants weren't able to convert on their red zone trips, 0 of 2. You know, they get a touchdown on maybe one of those, Hawley, and then all of a sudden we could be talking
Close
about
up,
that
yeah.
Giants-Commanders game a little differently. But the offense did enough. I mean, the Giants' pass rush they were able to get to Jaden Daniels, but not enough really to lock it down too much. But what I am keen to see is how Jeff Hafley handles Jaden Daniels coming off the Jared Goff, you know, pocket passer, QB. We know what Jaden Daniels can do, both inside the pocket and outside of the pocket. And the Commanders really rely on their run game. Hawley read out the stats before on the Commanders run game. We saw the Packers rip that right away from the line. So again, can the Packers force Jaden Daniels to make throws that he isn't comfortable making, take away the run game, really win that battle of the trenches? And we should have a good game here to kick off TNF for the season.
Yeah, I think it's a cracker. I can't wait to see
Just
it.
about game. I think Philly KC is probably game of the week, but this is if Philly KC. This would usually be a game of the week.
Yeah.
It's. I'm quite excited to watch it, Dos.
We've got the Giants at the Cowboys. This is the early window. Giants at Cowboys both needing a win. That one's in Dallas. Seahawks at Steelers. Remember my gutsy call got the Steelers. I got my arm twisted from 5-0 to 8-0. So they're 1-0.
They're on
Good
track.
start. Should beat the Seahawks hopefully this week. Then
No,
That's at home. That's
12.5% of the way there, Chris.
they're going to go half the season undefeated.
Maybe.
That's brilliant.
what should be still called Heinz Field.
What's it called these days?
Acrisure
Yeah,
Stadium.
that sucks.
Oh,
Rams at
more money.
Titans, early window. That could be anything. I don't really know what to expect from that one. Bills at Jets. That doesn't get much easier for the Jets, does it? After
Be another
that?
high-scoring game.
Could
It
be
could
a
be.
shootout. That
Could be. Imagine if the Jets score 30 points a week and just keep losing.
and keep
every week.
losing. Cincinnati last year.
That is an interesting one. We've got the AFC East matchup of the Pats and the Dolphins. All of a sudden huge for these two to get a divisional win
Ooh,
early
yeah.
on. You wouldn't want to drop that
Down
in
at-
Miami.
Down at Hard Rock,
We'll be
Hawley.
watching that one, won't we?
You will be.
Blockbuster.
It's your team, mate.
It's your team.
Yeah, and I'm already off them. They suck.
Jags at Bengals is also in the late window, along with 49ers at Saints. Actually, Jags Bengals, we shouldn't gloss over that because, like we said, the Bengals weren't all there on the weekend. So that's a slippery danger game if the Jags bring anything near their best. 49ers at Saints. Saints pluckier than we thought. 49ers got over the line by only 3, but should have beaten the Seahawks
Without
by
George
more.
Kittle.
No Kittle, that's right. I mean, I'm still expecting the 49ers to quite easily do it, but you just never know. Then the Ravens at the Browns, Hawley. This is the one you picked to watch.
Yeah, well, we spoke
Sorry,
about
the Browns at the Ravens, I should say.
We already mentioned, obviously, the Browns-Bengals, but they were actually really good. They beat the Bengals in yards, or they more than doubled their yards, 279 pass yards to 96, 21 first downs to 11. They only punted twice. All the stats obviously pointed towards a Week 1 Browns victory. And the Ravens were awesome. Like Lamar was clinical, only 5 incompletions. Henry was vintage, not dropping off. The run game, as we mentioned, 238 yards at over 8 yards of carry. Zay Flowers was unbelievable. They should have won, right? They were in a position they should have won. They held the Bills at bay all night. Now, they lost. And I think that really hurts the Ravens because they feel like this is one that got away from them. Okay, so if they were down all night, then they go back and review it and think, okay, we weren't there, we weren't ourselves, but we were there. We should have won. We let it slip. The Browns, they're completely different. No one expected them to beat the Bengals. This is bonus time for them. They lose to the Bengals. No one really cares. So
they care. They should have won it. They'd be shattered about it.
Yeah, but no one else. The pressure is not on the Browns to come out and beat the Bengals.
So what's your point for this week?
That they're coming into the Ravens game. Everyone expects the Ravens to win, right? All the pressure is on Baltimore. They're 0-1. They have to win. They lost to Baltimore. They're playing against the Browns. They have to beat the Browns. The Browns have nothing to fear. They come out and lose. No one cares because we don't expect the Browns to win. But that's where the advantage comes. There's pressure on the Ravens. The Browns come out. They can sling it. They can do whatever they want. They can take chances. You can play, like AFL, you can play a fast tempo and hope it works because if it doesn't work, who cares? You're not expected to win. These guys can take a risk. Joe can throw to whoever he wants. He throws 3 picks. Oh, well, we lose by 2 touchdowns. That's what we expected. But if a few of these things come off, then all of a sudden the pressure builds on the Ravens and, oh, no, the Browns are here. What are we going to do? We didn't expect this.
So you're predicting a mental meltdown from the Ravens?
I'm predicting if the Browns come out and they just play however they want, which they can because there's no pressure on them. If they lose, they lose. Then there will be pressure put back onto the Ravens if the Browns start to score. And that's why I think that this will be a really fun game to watch.
Could be. I just see the Ravens as a very different proposition to the Bengals. Week 1 Bengals versus Week 1 Ravens is...
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But there's no pressure on the Browns to win this. Like, no one here is going to tip the Browns to win, right?
No.
And you're going to tip the Ravens to win by probably over 10 points.
Who are you tipping?
Oh, Ravens, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they win. I think they're too talented to win. But there's that chance that the Browns come out and there's no pressure. We're the underdogs. Who cares? Let's sling it. Let's throw it downfield a couple times, see if it comes off. If it doesn't, who cares? We're not expected to win. If it does, then...
I love that their catchphrase is, who cares?
Well, because that's what it is.
3 times.
They're playing Joe Flacco, man. Like,
yeah, I know.
What are they trying to achieve this year? They drafted 2 QBs. I'm not sure where they're going. But there's no pressure on them.
All right. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think this is a blowout. I think the Browns won't.
I'm excited to watch it because I think Joe can just start slinging and there could be some points and the Ravens could feel some pressure.
I think the Ravens will win by a lot.
All right, let's have a look at one.
They probably will, but hey, it's fun to dream.
It's fun
fellas.
to talk about.
It is fun to dream, Hawley. That's a nice
Someone's got to have some dreams in this podcast.
Bears at Lions is the one that I almost picked. That could be a cracker. Lions under pressure. The Bears we're yet to see play. They'll play in an hour or so at time of recording. Broncos at Colts, like we said, that's a sneaky big game.
A couple better games than we expected.
Yeah,
you look at week 1 and you look forward to week 2 and you think, these guys are going to be average games. But now all of a sudden, a couple upsets and whew.
We're into the late window
Browns,
with Broncos Colts. Then we've got Panthers Cardinals also in the late window. That's in Arizona. Gee, the pressure builds quickly on the Panthers if they lose this one badly too. Then we've got the game that I've picked, which is the Eagles at the Chiefs, the Super Bowl rematch. And I've picked this. I mean, yes, I go for the Chiefs, but just from a neutral's perspective, this is
awesome
game. It's a great matchup. Obviously, a Super Bowl rematch always is. But everybody who's been wishing for the Chiefs' demise, they get their chance to potentially feast on that this week because the Chiefs lost week 1 when everyone thought that it would be a tight matchup, but the Chiefs always find a way to win somehow. They didn't. They didn't in week 1. And now they're back from Brazil. They got their first game at Arrowhead and they got embarrassed in the Super Bowl last year and everybody loved watching that. So imagine if there's now 3 losses on the trot from the Super Bowl to Brazil and then back at home to the Eagles. If they lose this one, the pressure... yes, starts to mount. I mean, I'll always have faith under this regime that they'll get back to playoffs and those sorts of things. But The Eagles have a chance to really put their foot on the throat here, Dos, of the Chiefs. Make them 0-2, psychologically torture them and show them that you can't beat the Eagles.
Yeah, they do, Kurt. I mean, a lot of change in personnel on the defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. So let's see how the new look Kansas City Chiefs offensive line handle the Eagles defense. Let's see what Vic Fangio dials up.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a key one to look at, because I thought Mahomes played I thought he was okay.
I thought he was good.
You know, against the Chargers. I actually thought he played a pretty reasonable game. He made some good fourth down conversions when it mattered, as he always does. But what can this Chiefs defense do to get pressure on Jalen Hurts? Can they slow down Saquon Barkley? Can they nullify the passing game, which the Cowboys did to an extent, and that's what kept them in the game, really. So it's a great matchup. Super Bowl rematches always are. This is, man, I don't even know where to lean on this one as well. It's a tough
it's really
one.
tight. I think the Eagles narrowly.
It is a big one for the Chiefs because they're looking ahead at their schedule. They play the Giants the week after. You
Sweet.
probably put that down. Yeah, you've got one in the bank. But then you come up against the Ravens, Jags, whatever, Lions. If the Lions get moving again, then the Raiders, okay, Commanders and Bills. So
that's a tough
your
first
first
half of the
2
year.
months is really, really hard. So that loss to the Chargers does hurt. You lose to the Eagles now. You beat Giants, Ravens.
You've got Ravens and Lions at home, though.
Yeah, but you're still probably looking at a possible 1-3 start. Now, like you said, I'm always backing the Chiefs with Patty Mahomes to make playoffs. Like I think they'll win enough games to get themselves there, but you don't want to put yourself in that position where you're playing catch up all year. And the way that their schedule starts is it's very, very difficult. It's a bit daunting if you're a Chiefs fan.
All right, the last 3 games in week 2, the Falcons at the Vikings. Like I said, we haven't seen the Vikings play yet. They're on in about an hour's time. Then the Bucks at the Texans. The Falcons Vikings is the Sunday night football game. And then there's 2 MNFs. We're going the double header MNF again, Dos. Bucks at Texans and Chargers at Raiders, which is a much bigger game now.
They're good
than we
games,
thought.
but they shouldn't be on at the same time.
We get 2 games. 2 games to watch.
That's week 2. All right.
No, they're set. They've staggered them. They're not on. Then we're not doing this simulcast.
Oh, it's
3 hours
8:30 and
apart.
11. Wow.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Oh, that's cool.
okay.
That's a proper double header.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Much better.
Yeah,
much better.
I don't like it when they're on at the same time.
Oh, I might have to book Tuesday and day off work.
Well, it's your business, mate. You do what you want.
Good point. Yep.